Excuse me.
Give us just a second as we get things up and running. Got to refresh my YouTube channel here until it shows me we're live. There we go. We should be live for everyone out there. So we are going to get right into it. Thank you for joining us. We are doing a world premiere of WOLFPACK Part 2. So if you missed episode number 1, we got a great time. We had a great time doing the approach vectoring and figuring out where we're coming from and trying to dodge all of the escorts as we approach the main convoy. So this episode, we're hoping to get in some actual attack on the convoy. If you are joining us, thank you very much. I will please ask you, if you have any questions for Mike, we're going to have a session starting about 1:30. He will do nothing but answer your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them at 1:30 today. I want just to get the flow of the game going.
2:30.
2:30. It would be 2:30, not 1:30. You are correct, Tony. Thank you. 2:30 today. We'll have me and Mike will stick around and we will answer any questions you have. So we appreciate that. 2 things of note for you guys before we get started. I know we have limited time today, so we want to get right into this. But 2 things of note. Next War Room, which will be this Saturday, the 17th of April, my birthday. We're going to have a special, and Tony's son's birthdays. We're going to have a special guest coming in for Tony since he can't make it next week. It is going to be Mr. Herman Lutman is coming in to take over for Tony. And then our special guest next week is going to be Mark Walker. So be sure to come by next Saturday for Herman Lutman and Rough Swordsman, myself, and Mark Walker. Second thing of note, you have till April 30th. We're looking for logos and we're looking for intro videos for the War Room. You have till April 30th to submit them. So we're taking submissions for official War Room logo and video. Of course, it cannot be copyrighted. It has to be all original, et cetera, et cetera. We have to be able to broadcast it and use it. So we don't want to have any copyright claims. So if you have anything, please submit it to us. We're looking for great people out there that can help us out. All right, with that out of the way, Mr. Mike Buttercello is with us.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm going to say right, Berticelli.
Joester.
Designer of WOLFPACK.
Here we go.
Designer of WOLFPACK is going to show us how to do this. We had a great time the other night. I think it was Thursday night. We couldn't wait to get back into it. And this time is going to be the meat of the game. So we're looking forward to it. Again, if you're just joining us, if you have any questions about WOLFPACK, starting at 2:30 today, Mike and I will answer questions because Tony and Ruff have to leave about 2:30. So Mike and I will stick around to answer all your questions about WOLFPACK. Thank you for joining us. Let's get to it, guys.
All right, guys. Hey,
let's start.
Thank you for joining us. Let's get right down to it. So we left off with our last one where we were making our way through the escort screen. That was called the approach phase. We all knew where the convoy was. Basically, we could see smoke on the horizon. We were listening through our hydrophones. We knew where the convoy was, and we're making our approach to get here. And now we're here. We all made it through without being detected, which is actually a first time that's ever happened. So we're pretty lucky. So I'm going to imagine that's probably all going to change here real quick.
I was going to ask you real quick, how many... I know you probably don't have, but how many games have you played or seen played where, just kind of an idea of, how rare this event really is?
It's the first time it's happened in probably 30 games.
Okay. That's there you go.
It's going to happen with us.
It did. I mean, I was trying to get caught so I could show everybody what happens hanging out on top, but oh, well, here we go. All right, so we're going to
I should mention, we did do, for those that missed episode 1, we did do a practice one where we just assumed one of us got caught so you guys can see how that process works.
Yeah, and it could happen in here too. So we'll see what happens. So again, with the sequence of play, the entire sequence of play is now open. So we'll be doing everything. And if a submarine was being chased out here in the approach, his time frame would change, and things are opening up out here with more stuff. But that's not happening right now. So in other words, what had happened if you're being chased out here when everybody else is in here, you're going to start to lose the convoy, and the convoy is going to start to pass you up. So you're pretty frantic to break contacts. You can keep contact with the convoy. So that mechanic is in there. So let's go ahead and start. We are on turn 11, and the attack portion is going to start, and we're going to start with the torpedo movement and detonation. Well, there is no torpedoes to detonate, so we're going to skip that one, and we go right to submarine movement. We can all now enter the attack portion, and we are allowed to submerge at this time. So when you move on the in the attack at any time, you change depth first, and then you do your movement. And on the turn of entry, you're allowed to just enter one of these outer spaces. And remember, yes, like for here, I'll zoom in over here. You've got an arrow here and an arrow here. You can enter in any one of those spaces. Coming up here for me, I can go from, am I W? I can't remember.
No, that's me, Mike.
That's you. So you can go from here to here.
Right.
And I'm going to let you enter so I can see where you're going to come in at, and I'll judge. I can come in from here to here. And we've got coming in from here to here. So we're kind of all kind of close to each other, I think. Well, where do you want to go over here? This is Z. This is
That's me, Z.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I will go all the way over to the far rightest that I can go.
okay.
So I spread us out a little bit.
Okay, so I want to just so you guys understand one thing real quick here, that these convoy ships, if there's a convoy ship and you are at periscope depth or higher, you can be rammed. Slight chance, but and you do have time to get out of there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and come in here, and you need to point yourself in the direction that you're facing.
Yes, sir.
And that is Q and E will rotate you. This one's Tony, you're facing to the left. You need to
I got to flip all the way around.
You need
Okay.
to do a
So
180.
I need to submerge on the surface still. So
Yeah, this is daytime. In bad weather, these convoy ships can see their space and a space adjacent to them.
right. So I'm gonna
go submerge. So you flip that.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go down to that's me, right? I'm X. Yeah. I'm gonna go down to periscope depth.
Yeah.
And then you flip your actual submarine to the other side.
Oh, cool.
And W needs to come in.
Yeah.
Is that you rough? That's you rough, right?
That's me, rough, yeah.
Okay.
So I need to move out. Let's move. Is it hit? You go on the dot, do you?
You have to go on this outer dot. Yes, that's called
Yeah,
that's called a space.
So I now,
And point yourself in the direction that you want to be facing. So I want to show you guys movement is in 45-degree increments. So let me change to 45. So you're either facing this direction here, 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 and we move around the compass like that. Submerged, we are allowed to go. We get one free movement. So we can move up to 90. So you can move up to here or here from that position and then move forward one. Or you can just rotate, move up to 90, turn up to 90 and not move. Okay, so you can free move one, Free move, don't move, because we are gonna to simulate. You need to understand this concept. Remember, the convoy is always moving up towards the top. So what that means is during the convoy movement, number 6 over here, we are all going to go down 1. So during turn phase 6, convoy movement, we all have no choice. We must move down 1. And why does that make a difference? We're trying to line up the best possible shots we can on these targets. So Tony if there was a convoy ship right here, he would be in the perfect firing position. Okay. He has a 90-degree angle right here, and that's the best shot you can take. The moment you shoot is what the angle of impact is calculated. But if he was here right now and we move during 5, he doesn't fire torpedoes until 8, which means he would have drifted down here when it's time to shoot. He is no longer in perfect firing position. So this whole drifting, this convoy movement is really important on lining up your shots. You got to be very careful how you do this. The best angle is 90. The next best is a 45 coming from the front, like this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Coming in like this at a 45. The next best would be coming from the bottom 45. Then the next best would be head on. The worst is up the tailpipe. So this is 90. This is the only 90-degree shot there is along this row. These are the only head-on or tail shots. Everything else is a 45, either behind. So if you shoot from here, it's 45 ahead. You shoot from here, it's 45 behind.
Okay, so with that, maybe I should come in here.
Well, no, you're okay, because remember, maybe you're going to line this guy up first.
Okay, but if I go down 1, it would be down through the middle, and that'd be a 45. So if I were to come in here during that drift, then I would be right at 90 degrees.
Well, you won't be at 90 degrees. If you fired, because what will happen, yes, you will if you just stay like that and just keep drifting. You'll drift down into that. But by doing it up here gives you more time to get a good calculation on them.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
You'll see how this works in a minute. Okay, so we've all moved. So that was submarine movement. Now we do submarine observation. Here we go with submarine observation. We need to grab our handy-dandy tools, and we'll start with Tony. So if you look up here under observation, and we are right here, submarine observation, and you look at bad weather, we can spot out to 8 spaces. We can ID out to 4. And we flip those ships. So what does that mean? We're going to count out 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to always go on a 45, and that'll give you your true where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll see it lined up on that. Mm-hmm. So Tony can see everything here. So what we want to do is we want to populate this outer 1 box with convoy ships from here. So these all go to 1, and this goes to the second ring. So we want to populate the second ring with these ships. Oh. That's the third ring. Second. Third. Second. And ones.
And Mike, so the 1, 2s, and 3 just represent better chance to have the juicier targets in the middle.
Yep. That's we're in different ring bags, right? So outer ring is 1, next one 2, next one's 3. The larger map has a fourth bag right here. The more to the center of the convoy, the juicier the targets. So now what that also said was Tony can ID up to 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tony can see all of these. So we take these like this and we flip them. And we take these and we flip them. And that is what he sees. He's got a small convoy, small convoy, small convoy. He's got a medium convoy. Look, that's worth 3 victory points. These are worth 2 each. And he's got 2 blanks. He thought there was something there, but there really wasn't. So there's the fog of war. You're not sure until you get a perfect ID what exactly is there. It looked like there was a ship there. There was some smoke, but apparently he did not see it. So we all do the same thing. So for me, I would go to 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's me, I think, Mike.
That's you. So it still works the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice that lines up perfectly.
Yeah.
Populate all these.
All right, let's go.
And then I'll grab a couple more, and we'll probably do gesture because I think I'll see the same thing. So gesture will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it'll be right here. So we're going to populate all of this stuff. 1s go to the 1s, 2 go to the 2s, 3 goes to the 3. We're actually seeing bad guys.
Watch as somebody else's hand.
Yeah, they're all doing it far quicker than me. Which one was mine? That's this one here. Oh, you've done it. Right, okay. Let's get that.
Okay. Now, you can shoot at anything that you can see up to your 8 away. You can shoot at these guys that have not been flipped, but you take a chance without IDing them. That could be a blank.
But yet we can still spot, right, Mike?
Well, we can spot up to 4 away.
Right,
1,
so 1,
2, 3, 4.
So
1,
me,
2,
that
3,
would be-
4.
Yeah.
It'd be these right here. For this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with you. Rough 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to get to flip all of these.
Right.
All right. Well, there we go. That is what we see after our first turn. We just keep these guys handy because that's what they're used for. This guy, last turn, should have went. We were messing with him. He should be right here. We were playing around with that guy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so the observation is done. Now we have TDC calculations, torpedo data computer, and we can put calculations on any of these ships that are within 8 of us. Range breakdown in the game is 1 to 4 hexes, 1 to 4 spaces is short range. 5 to 8 is medium range, is all we can see, and then 9 to 12 is long range, which we can't do because of the weather. We can only see out to 8. So we're allowed to put 1 TD. We can target 1 cargo enemy ship to put a torpedo data computer calculation on it. In the advanced and in the campaign game, when you improve your captain, he can do multiple ships at one time as he gets better. But for this base game, we are allowed only to do 1 ship. So I will show you how it's done, and then you guys can kind of decide if you want to do it or not. You do. Now, for us to win, we need 24 victory points, which means we all need to get, if we all do our job, we each get 6, we win. And you can see this medium's worth 3 right here. So that's one person could be halfway there with that medium. We've also got another medium over here. I'm going to go ahead and target Gesture's kind of taking this sector over here, which I'm going to let him have. I'm going to kind of work this sector, and I think I'm going to put it on. You can put it 360 degrees. I'm going to choose this one right here to put a TDC on. So the way this works is I'm going to grab one of these TDC cards, and I'm going to bring it up here. And I'm going to say, I'm going to try this guy right here. I flip this over, and I calculate how far away am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I fall within medium range. So zooming in on this card, short, medium, long range. We won't be using this ever during the game. Medium, day, bad weather. My calculation is a 0. Okay, so I come over here and I grab one of these TDCs and I come down to X and I'm going to place him in a TDC. Let me zoom in for you guys. So I take that 0 modifier, I place it there, and I'm allowed to, oops, these are all from, we were messing around. I don't have any damage. I can place it on as many torpedoes, either from the front or the back, that I want, and I'm going to use my front torpedoes. I'm going to give it to just torpedo tube number 1. I could give it to torpedo tube 1 and 2 if I want to shoot 2 torpedoes at it, but I'm just going to shoot, as of now, I'm just going to shoot 1 at it, possibly. So I place that there. I take this counter right here that says torpedo T1, T1X, torpedo tube 1 from the X boat. I'm going to take that counter. I'm going to come up here and place it on that ship. So that tells me that my torpedo tube 1 from X boat right here has a calculation of a 0 on it. +2 is really good. -1 is really bad. Okay, so the higher the better. So we'll zoom in on this card. So it's good day good, day bad, night good, night bad. These little icons here are used when the convoy tries to spot us at the different ranges. And this part of the card is used for when the submarine 2-hit number, when we attack a convoy ship. So I'm done with my 1 calculation. That goes here. You guys, if you'd like to put one on, and this segment is simultaneous. We all do it at the same time. So speeds up gameplay. We all do it at the same time.
I'm going to go after that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we need a card though first, right?
Yes, you got to grab a card from right here.
All right. So I'm gonna. Is it better to do one that you are not aware of?
Well, you know that's a medium. That's a pretty good one. That's half what you need to get.
Well, that's what I was saying. Should I go after that, or should I go after one I don't know about?
I would probably go after that one if it was me.
Okay, so that'll be the one I choose then. Yeah.
So I've got 0 as well.
So you can apply that to as many torpedo tubes as you want.
Oh, I'm a -1 because I'm at short range.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah,
but
not good.
But you have another turn or two to try to improve that.
Right.
So short range is what, Mike?
1 to 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's short range. Yes, I'm -1 as well. Yeah.
Yep. So you can place that on as many torpedo tubes as you want.
Or shall I? What else we got?
So gesture over here. Are you W? No, gesture.
I am. I'm Z.
Tony, are you? You're
yeah.
W.
I'm W.
You need to put your calculation down here.
Oh,
over here. So
no, that's
no, that's rough. That's rough.
me.
I'm
that's
over
right.
here.
Oh,
I've got
Russ,
my
I'm
2
sorry.
on. Yeah,
Okay,
I've got my
okay.
2 on. Yeah.
Where do I get the -1 from again, Mike? Sorry.
Over here. Over here.
Right.
Take a 0 and flip it over.
I got you. All right. I was looking by our boards.
And you can assign it to as many torpedo tubes as you want.
I think I'm just going to. So just ballpark. One torpedo hit on a medium. Are you going to need 2 or 3 or?
Well, German doctrine said 1 torpedo, 1 ship. That's
All right.
what,
That's what I'm going with.
That's what the German doctrine was. But it's harder to sink the bigger ships. So, the other thing that can happen is you can damage it. And if you damage it, it is dead in the water. We get half the victory points, and it goes over to the track where we can hunt it down after we disengage and get full victory points. It's not guaranteed we'll find them, but there's a pretty good chance. There's a chance that we could find them.
You know what? I am gonna do torpedo 1 and torpedo 2. Oops, wrong.
Yeah.
I need a.
Yeah, you need another -1. Here, I'll
Yeah,
get you one. I'll get you one. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then you
give you +1.
And you're doing that because it's got a -1.
-1's not good, but he wants.
All right, then
Here you go. Here you go, Jester. I got you one. Flip it over.
Thank you. Yep.
And then put your 1 and 2 of these on the target.
Okay. So
Okay.
2. Got
So that's it. We've all done that.
Not yet. Trying to do 2 things at once here.
There we go.
There we are. Right.
Are we all good?
I think so.
Okay, we discard. We discard these cards
Where do we put those? Down the bottom.
right here.
Mhm.
Right here. Right here.
Righto.
There you go. Okay. So we have done torpedo calculations. ASW. Well, they're all out here. They have no idea we're even here. They never found us. They don't know we're here. They're still on their patrols out here. So we've slipped through. Until they're alerted, they're not going to come looking for us. So as soon as one of these things goes boom, or they spot a torpedo wake, or they ram us and run us over, they're not going to act. So now we have convoy movement. Everybody moves their submarine 1 space, straight down. Up here, Ruff.
Sorry, I missed that. I had a bit of a thing going on. What's occurring?
We are doing convoy movement. We all have to move our submarines 1 space straight down.
Okay.
So that just took care of the convoy movement.
So that's stimulating the convoy moving towards us.
Yep, exactly. So now we have torpedo reloads. Well, none of us have fired any torpedoes, so there's nothing to reload. And now we have submarine attack. Does anybody want to fire a torpedo at this time?
No.
I am going to hold off.
No, I think I will wait till I'm
Get
turned
better.
so I'm 90 degrees on it.
Plus, yeah, you want to start to turn and you want to get a better solution because you're -1. You want to try to get a better solution.
Yeah.
We all good? No firing?
No firing, no.
Damage control, there is none. We go back up to the top and we are now on the next turn. And we have submarine movement. When you fire your torpedoes, you can fire them in a 45 front firing arc. So this submarine right here could not fire this way.
Right.
It's 45. You can go on this row and in.
Mike,
Yes.
do other boats get in the way? So
No, other boats do not get in the way.
Okay.
These are not perfectly lined up. They're
gotcha.
always staggered a little bit. And
All right. So when we move, Mike, what's the turning radius when we move?
you may move up to 90 degrees left or right.
With a move.
Now you gotta, if let's say you just did a free move and got turned this way. Then you could drift for a turn, try to get a better solution. You could drift another turn, and then you'd be lined up perfect for your shot. Well, you would drift one. You could drift and then fire. You could move. Go the other way.
Right. Yep. So I just want to turn 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stay where I am.
I'm going to turn. Let him drift past me.
All right. Everybody's lying in wait. That's it. Everybody good on their movement?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any advantage for me actually moving and then turning 90 degrees?
You can't.
I can't, right? Okay.
You can't. It's a free move to begin with. Free turn, then you move one. If you're on the surface, you can free move one or two, or free move one, turn again.
Right. Okay.
If you're on the surface. We're all good with that. Submarine observation. We've all gotten closer, so this is all going to change. So, Tony, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to be out here. So you're going to get those two, Tony, for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get this row, this whole row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. This whole row right here needs to be populated.
Or they're all I'll grab the one.
No, not this row, not the bottom row.
Oh, okay.
Not that one.
Okay, I'll put him back.
Yep.
I got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because Mike didn't turn, we can see those ships. If Mike would have turned,
no, I'd still be okay. We can see 100. We can see all around.
Oh, we can. Oh, okay. All right.
Periscope can move.
Okay, so but now what's our ID now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be able to ID a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be able to ID this whole row.
Yep.
And Tony's going to get
No more.
Yep. So we're going to ID those, and Rough, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rough, you're going to get these two. Whoa! What do I have here? A medium tanker. There's 4 points. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
All right. So that's what we see now.
So you got lucky that there was a ship there and not a blank. If
Yeah,
it would be a blank now, then
lucky.
you lose your solution or you lose your victory, right?
Yep. I took a chance, hoping that it would be something there and better. And I got lucky. I got a tanker, which is worth 4 points instead of 3 that the cargo ship is. So damn, Chester, you're a little light on targets out here. Oh, look, you got another medium sitting here too.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. It's time for TDC calculations. At this time,
sorry, Mike. These ones I've targeted, I can't change. They're already.
Yes, you can. I'm just going to get into that. So now that we have some on the board, you can either choose the same target to try to improve your calculation. You never go worse. So if you're at a 0 and you pull a -1, it doesn't get worse. It only gets better. Or you can put more on a different target.
So we can just draw another one, except for this time I would be at short range instead of medium.
It would be if you want to get a better one here, or you could put one here if you wanted.
You can do multiple. Well, they're both 3s, or that's a 4. I'm kind of liking where I'm at.
I've got my eye on that, Tony. Oi.
Okay.
That's what happens.
We're good.
That's what happens in this game. I've seen.
I grabbed the wrong thing.
More than one time, people shooting at the same target, especially when like the experience points matter, because the tonnage on these guys is worth experience points. So this sucker right here is worth 8 experience points. And it's 1 point per 1,000 tons of ship.
Ooh, I got up to 2.
I got up
There you
0
go.
now, Mike. I got up to a 0, so I lose my mind to just change that to a 0, right?
Yep. And you can put that on as many torpedo tubes as you want. You can add them to torpedo tubes 3 and 4 if you want to. It's up to you. I'm gonna go after the same guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 4 away in bad weather, and that sucker's missing a number. All right.
Game's broken.
Guess I better fix that, huh? I'm still at a 0.
So this card I picked, Mike,
Yes.
torpedoes I've already targeted and others.
No. You either improve this,
Right.
or keep this where it is and target something else.
Right. Okay.
And you have to say what you're doing before you flip.
Sorry, I'm going after these guys.
Oh, look at you. Snarf that from Tony. So what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4 away? +1.
This one here. Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nope. Go your 45s first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotcha. So that's
a +1. Nice.
But everything changes to +1.
No, these stay the same. You don't touch these. Torpedoes tubes 1 and 2, you don't touch. Now, torpedo tubes 3 and 4, you could give the +1 or just give one of them a +1. It's up to you.
I'm going to fire 2 at them.
Okay.
+1. And then 3, 4. So can I lasso these? Yes.
Are we all good?
My targeting things on.
Got 2 there. Got a couple here. All right. I have a feeling stuff's going to start happening here pretty quick. Here we go.
So right now we're kind of trying to get.
Yeah, we're getting.
Obviously, if you got a good solution on one, then you should move on to a second group.
Yep,
group,
you definitely can.
If you don't have good solution, then it's better to get a good solution on the first one, then move on to a second one.
There's so many ways you can play it, right? You can just start.
So that's part of the strategy of the game.
Thing is, you can start. You can start firing torpedoes one at a time and cycling them. You fire all 4. It's going to be a while before all 4 are reloaded.
Okay.
So you'll see. I don't want to give away all the secrets, but you guys will run in and you'll go, oh, I should have done that, but it'll all be there for you. And then, like for me, so this is kind of far away for me. I'd like to take my time and get there. But if people start firing torpedoes and there's a possibility this escort could show up, I better get to shooting, or I might not be around long enough to shoot anything. So it becomes a little contingent on what your rest of WOLFPACK is doing. If they're firing torpedoes and you're just waiting around, you could wait too long.
Right. I got you. Okay,
so that's it. We're all good with our calculations. Convoy movement. We all move down 1. Anybody gonna no torpedo reloads? Anybody gonna fire?
I am going to fire.
Here we go. And now,
boy,
now
he doesn't wait for the command. He's just like, go.
Well, I'm 90 degrees, and if I wait,
he is. Now he's in a good spot. Rough is right there. Turn away.
Yep.
And if action that happens over here, we're kind of safe from it over here, Chester, because we're on this side of the map, right? They're gonna, if a flare goes up from one of these guys, those escorts are going to come chasing this position, and we'll be way over here. So we got a little time. We don't have to panic just because a destroyer shows up, because the flare's over here. That means that U-boat's probably over here somewhere. What they're thinking. So, all right. So here we go.
Okay.
So it's a new turn. I'm sorry. No, it isn't. It's fire torpedoes. So this is how this works.
Yep.
What are you going to fire? All 3? All 4?
I've got 2.
Oh no, you've got 4 loaded.
Nope. Those are not mine. Those are
Oh,
Ruff's.
those are Ruff's. Okay, so you
Yes.
got those 2. So go ahead and grab torpedoes 1 and 2 that match what you have loaded. So looking over here, where are you at, Tony?
Right here, right over here.
You're right over here. So these are A torpedoes. You come over here. These are the actual torpedoes. Torpedo tube 1 from Y boat. There's an A. If you flip it, it's an E. Okay. So you take those torpedoes and take this attack and take this up there too. Take this, lasso it, and take that all up there.
There we go. Oh, too much. Okay, hold on.
You take those, and I'll grab this for you. Hey, bring them up here.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how this works. How far away are you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you are 1 turn away for those torpedoes hitting. Okay, so this is a generic how many turns it takes those torpedoes to reach their target. So if you were firing here, it would have taken, that's 5 away. That would have taken 2 turns to get there. So we would put that on the 2 side. The next turn, it would go down to 1. And then the next turn, it would make impact. Okay. So, but you're close. So it's going to make impact really quick. You take each one of these torpedoes and you place them on the target in the direction that you fired. So if you fired from one of these 45s up here, it would go on like that. If you fired from the front, it would go on like that. If you fired from the rear, it'd go on like that. But you fired from a 90, it goes on like that. You have 2 torpedoes going there. And I told you to take this here too early, but you're going to need it. We'll leave it right there. Okay. And then you put that on top of the torpedoes. And that tells us that in 1 turn, next turn, they're going to make impact. And you take these 2 guys back to your board.
Okay.
You don't need those anymore. The torpedoes are on there. Then you go to your board and you take out the torpedoes that you fired.
Okay.
So pull that. Yep, it goes over there and torpedo and this. So now you have empty torpedo tubes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No more firing from anybody?
No, I don't want. No,
Hey, there's no damage control. Here we are up on the. Oh, I don't know why my mouse keeps jumping. We're up here, and now we're on turn 13. All right, here we go. First thing we do is torpedo movement and detonation. All one distance go to 0. All 2s go to 1. All 3s go to 2. This one goes to 0, which means we have an attack. You're going to take both of these torpedoes, and we're going to put this guy right here so we remember who you're attacking. You grab your torpedoes and come down here. Grab both your torpedoes and bring them over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these guys here. Where's your torpedoes go?
I got them right here. Where do you want me to put them?
Right here.
Okay.
There you go. All right, here we go. So this is how we see if a torpedo impacts or not. We're going to do one at a time.
Okay.
We're going to take one of these cards, and you can see that some of it's upside down and some of it isn't. So we're going to use this modifier right here on the side.
Okay.
That's right side up for your ship size. What are you firing at?
That is a medium. Yeah, it's a medium.
Sorry, should have did this first. My bad. This comes here. This goes on top of that card just like this. And would you grab your torpedo, your TDC calculation for your torpedo?
Okay. Yep. Hold on.
For A, bring that over. That goes right there. Now we're going to figure out if you can hit it or not. So what do you need? This is a slow convoy. It's bad weather, good weather, bad weather, slow and fast convoy. You need a 7 to hit. So you need to pull a 7 or higher. I'll grab one for you. From this card right here, but let's figure out your modifiers.
Okay.
Your modifiers are a +2 for this 90-degree shot, +2 for your torpedo calculation, and is it a medium?
Yes.
0. You got lucky. Look at those two up on top and bottom. So you get to add 4 to this number. You need 7 or higher.
Come on, Tony. Come on.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Christ. Oh my God. You're the worst U-boat commander ever. Oh my God.
In this game, a unmodified 1 is always a miss. An unmodified 10 is always a hit.
Okay.
So that one.
Can you use your luck points for that? A reroll?
You can. You can, Tony. If you wanted to re-roll that, to re-pull it, you could spend a tactical point.
I've got 2, so I'm gonna pull. We'll see what happens on this next card.
You didn't buy any tactical points?
No, I've got I should have 4.
Okay, then you have. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna see what happens on this next card.
and go ahead and get rid of your other calculation off of your board.
Oh, it's gonna be the same one.
I know, but just get rid of that one. You can leave that one here.
Okay, gotcha. I got you.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yep, going to be the same. And here we go. It's the same thing. Here you go.
Okay. Oh, geez. Here we go.
Oh,
3 plus 4 is a 7.
yeah.
3 plus 4 is a 7. You hit. Now, is this a dud or not?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No.
Early war, late war, early war, a torpedo, green check mark. It is not a dud.
Yes.
Kaboom. Now, what do you do to it? We're looking at the medium. We're looking at this row right here on this card. Medium is superficial damage. You did damage, but it's not slowed it down, and it's just chugging along. S would have sunk it, D would have damaged it, and X is superficial damage. So all that for nothing.
You're the worst U-boat commander ever, Tony. Oh, my God.
At least it's not me anymore, Tone.
We're painting his submarine pink.
All right, so that's how torpedo detonation works. There are no other torpedoes in the water, submarine movement. Now, this is where, Tony, if you wanted to, you could turn and work your way up and try to get back into position, or you could fire from this position and work on some of these guys. Maybe you get going forward and get some of these 3. I mean, there's things you can do still.
Yeah.
And you can bring this guy back too when you're done.
Okay.
All right. So for me, I'm going to turn 45 degrees.
I think I'm going to move forward 1 space.
And I'm going to stay there. Oh, no, we're going to move down. We drift down?
Sorry. We missed 1 step when Tony actually fired last turn. We were supposed to check to see if the closest boat saw the wakes. And the way that works is we pull one of these guys and we look at the range. Where were you, Tony? You were right there. He actually, the wake would have went past him. So he's going to flip this, and you're going to look at day bad weather. And if it would have had one of these binoculars right here, he would have seen. He would have seen. He would have seen but didn't see it. This hit, but they don't. It's only 1 check, and it clanked against this boat, but they didn't pick it up. They didn't realize it was a torpedo. So that was the 1 check for that. Now we're back up to speed.
Movement. Okay.
So movement. I did my move. Let's see if I go 1. If I go 1 and then drift. I am actually gonna go 1 forward.
I'm just going to drift down like this. Is that right?
No, not yet.
No. Yeah.
All right.
Not yet. You're not gonna move at all.
No.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got observation. I know I've gone a little closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's going to be the same way over here. We're going to place the rest of
The markers, yeah.
and we're done placing those. Small convoy goes pretty fast, especially in daytime. Nighttime, we'd only be seeing out to 4. Okay, so what do I spot now? 1, 2, 3, 4. That one to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these down here are going to get spotted and flip. Oh,
Ooh, wow.
look at that
Several
one.
large ones there.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Oh, plus I got a, what is this, a tanker?
Yeah, that's a big 5-pointer right there. That's a big boy. That's about as big as they come right there. And there's not a lot of those in the second row, so you found one. You did. That's a good find right there. Okay, and then I also saw. Oh shoot, I should be flipping more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, we flipped the wrong ones. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would be flipping 1, 2, 3, 4. These right here.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa! There's a big one.
cool.
Yeah. 10,000.
All right, here we go. And then Tony, how about you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, nothing new there. Rough, nothing new for you. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're right here.
Right. Okay.
Tony's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you guys are just missing these. You'll get them next turn. All right, that's it for observation. TDC calculations.
Yes, God, I got to get a better.
I'm going for these 2 tankers. Got to get a better one here. I got to get a
Come
better
on, boys.
I need a
Let's
better
get a
one.
good one here. I've had a -1, 0, and a -1 so far.
I got a +1. Here we go.
I got a +1 as well.
I got a +1. Explode. I might just go ahead and someone took a whole stack. They're all gone now. Did anybody take a whole stack of them?
No, I still see the sack down there. There's 26 of them.
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
No. He's talking
No.
about the +1, -1s.
The +1, -1s were.
Could be me.
Did we grab a whole stack? Possibly. I don't see a whole stack. Okay, I need to make some something happen, but that's okay. That's easily fixed. Copy, paste. And the beauty of Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, this
never run out of counters.
this card, Mike, my card, I've got a 0 on it. Will that affect the -1?
Yeah, if you have a minus, so who'd you try to do? Who'd you try to do? The one with -1?
Is this one is
Yeah.
the -1?
Yeah, if that's who you pulled that card to check and you got a 0, you can increase it to 0.
Right, and then I've got to pull another card for this one.
No. You only can do 1 a turn.
Right.
1 a turn.
Okay, so I can turn those into 0 now. Right.
And then I turned to a +1. I think I'm going to shoot 2 at it. Just because. All right. Okay, so that's it. Everybody's PTC calculations are good.
Yeah, let me just get rid of that.
Okay. We have Submarine, the ASW. So now we are within 1 of a lot of. Everybody is within 1. So we have to. Everybody has to pull a card from this stack and put it by your. I got you, Chester.
Okay.
And I got you right here, Ruff.
Thank you.
So now what we're doing is we're seeing if the closest guy spots us. We look at good. We look at the weather and we look for a periscope. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's not good.
Periscope or the binoculars?
Periscope. Uh-oh.
Periscope.
I got it. I got Periscope.
you got one too, Tony. Oh dear.
we have 2 periscopes over here. So the way this works is we're going to grab one of these guys over. We're going to grab 2 of these. Well, actually,
They see your little periscope sticking out of the water.
yeah, they did.
Yellow.
Both of these guys. So that is going to go either on one of these 2 guys or one of these 2 guys, because you split these sectors into quarters. See how this one's got a little red line around it right here?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have one general quarters in this sector. So since we're going to be placing up to 2 of them here, we're only going to place 1. So it's going to be a random 1. So it's either going to be this boat, this boat, this boat. It'll be the closest. So it'll be this boat here. He sees this. No, it'll be these 2 and these 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these guys and we're going to go a random 4. Random 4 would be, and I was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And so 3 is going to get it. He's going to get that. So what has happened now is he just fired a flare because he saw.
Well, wouldn't it be this guy, Mike?
A periscope.
No, because that guy's not close enough.
Right. It's these 2 and these 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I got you.
4.
Okay, this is the close one. I got
See
you.
my
Okay.
yellow periscope.
Now, if something happens where, let's say, he fires and an explosion happens here, got to do one more thing. This general quarters will stick around for 3 turns. Okay? That will stick around for 3 turns. If something else happens, like it's down to 2, and something happens, a new one goes here, back to 3. It'll shift.
Right.
So it'll shift on the latest contact. Okay? So that's it. We're done with that. And now, next turn, and that happens after the escorts had done their thing. That's the last thing that happens during that segment is the merchant ships actually do their search. So we're done there. It's convoy movement time. Everybody drifts down 1, and this contact drifts down 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So there we are. We are torpedo reload time. This is how torpedoes work. Looking at Tony's board up close. We know Tony's got some empties. Tony, you have 4 A's and 3 E's in the front. You have nothing in the back. You can reload 1 torpedo at a time, newly. So if you'd like to load an A, you place it there, flip it over, rotate it till loading 2 is on top. Rotate it around till 2 is on top. There you go. So next turn, it'll go down to 1. Then the next turn, you'll flip it and you'll be loaded.
Okay.
Next turn, you can start this one to start to reload. So that's how, and then mark this one down by 1. You're down to 3 reloads here.
Mhm.
And that's how you reload.
Okay.
All right. So reload's done. Here we are on attack. Anybody going to fire at a submarine?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think we all are.
all right, here we go. So remember how we did that. Bring your torpedoes up. I will get you some generic counters for your torpedoes. How far away you are.
T1, T2.
So Tony firing at those. So Tony, I'm going to bring these down here for you. And those go on top of this guy. And
Like,
he's
even though I'm angled, it's still 90 degrees.
it's still you can shoot at a 45. That's a 45 for you, but
Perfect.
that's still a
90 degree for the
for the torpedo. So you could take that home, Tony.
okay.
And then this goes on top of that. Okay, so who else is shooting? Right here?
Yeah. Let me just. No, not flip. No, that's the wrong way.
No. Rotate. E, Q, and E. There you go. And then these will come up here. That'll go on there. Do the same thing with that one.
Oh, too much.
There you go. And they're one away. So this goes on top of that. And then go ahead and take these home, Ruff.
Okay.
And gesture, you got the same thing going on here too. You could take both of those home and you can leave that. Oh yeah, it's going to happen next turn. But this actually would just be, you wait till you actually attack. That would go there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But you can leave it there because it's going to happen next turn. You can take those home.
Yeah.
I'm not firing yet.
He knows something we don't.
Yeah. It's almost like he
No, I
played
still got to get lined up like you guys. I got another turn. All right, here we go. No damage control, torpedo movement. Now, this can all be done simultaneously, but we can kind of go through it one at a time so you get it. And if you do, then you can do your own. So, Tony, bring who you're attacking back up here. Your attack one.
Okay.
Everybody bring your boat attack counter up here so you can place it so we won't forget who you're attacking. So, Ruff, bring that up here.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and get that.
Okay. And Tony, here we go. So you want one of these to start with.
So I am going to need a 7 again to hit.
Darn it.
And I do get a +1 here.
How many torpedoes you got going there? You got 2 of them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What size is it?
Medium. So it's a 0.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you get a +3 to your roll.
Yep, +3. Okay, here we go. I got it. And we flip. 7 + 3. Yes, I hit this time.
Yeah.
So
let's see if it's a dud. Here, I'll put you here and here.
Okay.
Let's see if it's a dud. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Or did I grab the wrong one?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
You both grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah.
There it is. Here we go. Yep. Okay, first one. It is not a dud.
Here you go. I got you.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be a big old
Stunk.
S. All right, so here we go. All right, so
That's sunk good.
Yeah.
Nice, Tony.
so that goes there. Tony, your other torpedo gets caught up in the garbage and is worthless to you.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff can go home. This goes to your player board. You gave us 3 victory points.
I'm glad I got things started off for everybody.
And that is a sunk right there. And now this is newer than this one. This shifts to here, and it's still on 3.
Right.
That should have went down to 2 because I forgot to move it. When it went down, it should have went to 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. When it did, yep.
So, but now it's 3, and it's right there.
Ooh.
They're big.
Okay. Do I need to pull
big-
for something for oh, that's probably why. Those cards got put over there. Do I need to pull something for to see if I get spotted or whatever it is?
No, it's not you. Now there's a big old explosion that just happened there. So
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of know exactly you're in the vicinity.
Oh, okay. I don't have to look because they know.
No, they're gonna if one is close enough, this guy's gonna come over and he's gonna start hunting us. And he's gonna start small and he's gonna expand his hunt range. So yeah, we could be in, we'll see what happens. There are submarine personality cards on the far right. So we may get a really aggressive captain. We may get a passive captain. We don't know what we're going to get out of this group.
Ah. All right, let's see if Ruff can sink it. Come on, Ruff.
All
Right,
right, Ruff,
so
what do you got? How many
I've got-
torpedoes you got, Ruff?
Two.
Tony, is this one yours?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be mine. Yep.
Okay, so
I think that's fine.
let's give Ruff a base card here. There you go. You need an 8, Ruff.
right, let's get me.
What size? Yeah, get your 2 calculations.
Whoop, too far. Where are we?
Over
There.
here. There you go.
Let me just pop them there for a sec.
And I'll give you one over here, and there you go. What size ship you shooting at?
Where are we? Oh, crikey, I can't remember now. It's this one here, which is medium.
Medium. -1. -1, 0. So you're gonna get a +1. You need a 7 or better.
Ooh, come on, Ruff. You can do this.
Here you go, Ruff.
Thank you. Fingers crossed.
There you go. Come on, 7. 2.
Oh.
First
Yeah.
one won't do it. How about the second one?
Come on, Ruff.
There you go.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would be it. All right. Well, Ruff, let's see if it's a dud.
It better not be.
Well, we're soon going to find out. Oh, it's a dud.
It is. Twink.
Yeah, clunk. They go, what's that noise?
Okay, so now we're in our sector. No, this is still Ruff's sector, so this is still going to take precedence over here.
All right, Mike, I got my stuff lined up right here for us.
You don't have to rotate it, Tony. You could just put it on there any
Oh,
direction.
it
and
automatically.
yeah,
Cool.
it'll straighten
Yep.
itself.
Just trying to help clean up a little bit.
No, absolutely. Okay,
I've
Ruff.
finished all my
Yes.
stuff now.
Yep. You can take your torpedoes back. I'll get rid of these guys.
No, those are mine.
Oh, sorry.
This
Get
is all
rid
my
of-
stuff.
Yeah, got mine
Get
here.
rid of these guys.
These are all mine. Right here.
Okay. So did you get him one of these here, Tony?
Not yet.
I don't have anything yet.
Oh, and we got a shuffle. Here we go. You need an 8. You're looking at an 8. So this is the first one you pulled?
Yep.
That goes there. Second one goes on top of it. This goes here. One of these is coming in like this. What size
It's
Ship.
a medium.
-1 +1 0. You need an 8 or higher. There you
Ugh.
go. Here you go. You can do it. I got faith in you.
Come on. Let's do it.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
He hits it.
all righty then.
Yeah. Is it a dud?
Here we
Yeah.
go.
It's
No
a
dud,
dud.
no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
And it's a medium. What'd you do to it?
Come on, sing it. Sunk.
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 It's gone. Okay.
One shot, one kill, baby.
So that was a 3-er. Yep, another 3. So we're up to 6 victory points. And you guys can take your torpedoes back. Do a little cleanup here. And this is a shuffle right there. So let me get that.
Okay.
All right. Any more torpedoes in the water?
I think that's everybody for right now.
Okay. I don't see any more torpedoes in the water. Here we go. Submarine movement. I am going to turn like that.
And how many spots can we move? Just one?
Just one. You get a free move and then a forward movement. A free turn. Nope. Can't move in that direction. If you're going to go there, you would go there.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm going to rotate, I think.
Who are you going for?
I don't know. I was thinking this large one right here seems pretty good.
Did we move the turn?
No, we did not.
I didn't think so.
We got excited about launching some torpedoes.
Yeah, we did.
I think I'm actually. Yeah, I will move forward. That's fine.
You can move on to empty squares, Mike. Can you?
You can move on to empty square. You can move on to squares with a convoy ship if you want. There's a 5% chance that it'll ram you.
Well, thanks, Dennis.
Well, roughly 5% because some of the cards are out of the deck, so it's not a true 5%. But I don't like anything to be a true percentage.
Yeah, thanks, Dennis.
If you guys are just joining us, thank you very much for coming in for our part 2 of WOLFPACK, the world premiere. We will be going till 2:30. Then Tony and Ruff are going to be having to head out, and Mike will stick around for a little bit and answer any questions. So if you guys have any questions, 2:30, we'll be looking at questions for WOLFPACK.
All right, so here we go. So we are now. Everybody moved. We are on
I'm not
submarine.
moving. I'm staying where I
Okay,
am.
submarine observation. So let's see here.
Let's see here.
1, 2,
One,
3,
two,
4. Everything's already placed. So all you got to do is the 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, cool. I am going
Nothing
to get
new
to.
here. How about you?
I can get.
1,
You're
2,
closer to me. Yeah.
Gesture. You're going to get this one.
Oh, am I? Okay. All
Yep.
right.
You can.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
ball.
cool. I got some more. Oh, sweet.
How about Ruff? How about
Yeah.
1, 2, 3? Yeah, Ruff. You're going to get this one
And this
Ooh.
one?
Oh, yep.
and this one. Oh,
Oh.
looky there. We got some juicies. All right.
Besides
Observation.
this one escort that we ran into that never found us originally, will we come across any other escorts now?
Yeah, possibly. If this guy makes it onto the board and then we have to check another spot, we'll be pulling from the bag.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We don't know how. We know one is here. We do know that. But that's all we know is there's just one. There could be more, maybe not.
And don't we get for our little quadrant, don't we get a general quarters over here for us?
We do because you sunk. Where did you sink that one at?
Oh, right where my ship is. You want to put
Right
that
there?
there? Yep, right
That
there. I'll
goes
put my
there.
ship on top. Right there. That's probably not a good idea, huh?
I think you're all right.
It's like, come look at this area. There won't be a submarine there.
That sunk this turn. This sunk this turn. Okay. So we are good.
Well, that's going to go back as well, isn't it?
Yeah. General quarters is good. A little cleanup here. All right. So we're good. So now we have TDC calculations.
I have no sub, no. I have my rear torpedo, don't I?
I'm going to go after this tanker down here, this big tanker.
All right, Mike, I'm going to go after this one. You go after that one.
Yep, 3. I'm close range. Dang, -1.
Hey, don't forget to pull your torpedoes
Yeah.
off the ones that you fired.
Everybody that shot, take your torpedoes out of your torpedo tubes.
Ah, right. Hold on.
Okay, so I think, I'm going to try.
You had to do that, Tony, didn't you?
Hey, it's part of the rules.
It's just
I'm
How do you
sitting there
know?
looking, going,
How do you know?
going,
Let me
I
see
have-
these rules.
just playing the rules.
So hold on.
Yeah,
I've
I
got-
know how you feel about the rules, Jester.
Oh, you're funny. I think I need one of these cards.
Yeah, I need one.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh,
Sure.
too far. So I'm checking for this
+1.
lot here.
That lot, okay.
That's all I've got at the moment. So
That is another 0.
You can go after another one if you want. What's your calculation on these guys?
+1.
+1. That's pretty good. You might go for another target.
This one here, yeah.
You can. It'll be a tougher shot because you're going from a rear 45, but you can still do it. Because what you'll do is you'll drift to here and then you'll fire up this way.
Yeah, at an angle, yeah.
Which is doable.
Or shall I wait? See, Tony's going after the big one there.
Yep.
I mean, you could get
I can go after this one.
Yeah, problem. Yes, and you could do it with your rear torpedo tube if you wanted to, where you would drift down.
So I won't have enough time to fire and then turn.
Well, you don't have to if you do your rear torpedo tube. It comes out this side.
I know, but there's only one, isn't there?
Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah.
One fish, one ship.
Okay. All right. Quoting German doctrine at me. So yeah, I'll do that. So I flip this and we get, what's that? 0.
0.
Right. So I have to target that one with my only, why isn't it loaded?
It is.
Hey, Mike, can you give me can you make a copy of the 0 over here by my board? So I can, for some reason, it won't let me do it.
Oh, let me promote all you guys. Hang on. Here you go. There's a few over there for you.
Yep,
I'm going to promote everybody. That way you guys can copy and paste.
There you go.
That goes there. There. And we need, what's that? That's 5, isn't it?
Hey, my buddy Jerome is in here. See the
Jerome, how you doing, buddy?
See the sub master chief up here in the right-hand corner?
Mm-hmm.
He was a master chief of a Los Angeles class submarine. He's one of my good buddies, and he's helping me with this game. He's part of the design team.
Good job, Jerome. Thank you, buddy, for helping us out.
And a great guy, too. Really, really good guy. Jerome Bison, you probably see him on a lot of the Console World stuff and BGG.
So we got about 13 minutes before I know Tony's got to get out of here. So should we get another turn in, or?
Oh, we're not quite done yet with this turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are not done.
You're right. You're right.
So
you're right.
We have ASW time. So here we go. So the way the ASW works is this quadrant right here has a general quarters. So right here and right here, these on the spine, we can decide where they are. So if this general quarters was here, we could say it's in this bottom, but it's not. So it's up here. So we're going to check here. We check to see if something will show up in this box.
Okay.
If it was in the lower one, we would check to see if something showed up in this box. So we're going to grab one of these guys and we're going to flip it. Tony, you can pull your own death. And we look up here and nope, he's still busy doing something.
Nice.
Wow.
I think he's running. He saw us coming. He's like, I'm out of here.
All right, so little cleanup time going on. Now, any of us, we Chester, you don't have to check. I have to check. I've got 3 boats by me that could possibly spot my periscope. We've already got a general quarters over here.
Okay, so that means I don't have to pull because it's already there.
Yep, the general quarters is already here.
That one covers me as well, does it?
Yep, you're covered. You've got a general quarters here already. The only thing that's going to update that is if a new one comes on a different turn, right? When this goes to 2 and then we get a new one, we would have to check then, and then it could go back to 3. So I got to check, and
Binoculars.
No, it's not the binoculars, it's the periscope.
Oh, it's the periscope. Sorry.
So I have a 1 to 3 right here. Random number 1 to 3. We look up here is a 3, and like there, I went 1, 2, 3. It's going to be right there. All right. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. So that's it for the ASW. It is now time for convoy movement.
Mike, just a quick question. If you go into a space with a sunk ship, do you have a chance of running into it or anything?
No, you're okay.
All right.
So we take care of all of our subs first.
This is drift, yeah?
Yep, just drift. Now, any of the general quarters will move down and turn to 2.
Ah, right.
And turn to 2. Move down, turn to 2, and then any sunk markers get flipped. And the reason why we do that is we won't replace a boat there. That boat got sunk, and we won't see an empty space and want to put a convoy ship there.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Now, since I'm firing out the rear side of my torpedo, my sub, I need to rotate around before I can fire, correct?
If you're doing a rear shot, yes.
Here. I'm over here.
It's a rear 45.
Yep. Okay. So I have a little bit of
maneuvering to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was convoy movement. We are on a torpedo reload. Okay, so Tony.
Yes.
For you,
I can move that 1 to
you
loading
flip
2.
You flip first, then you go 2s. You flip first, then 1s, and then 2s, and then you place your new one. You guys that have fired can place a new. So let's start over here on the far left with Ruff. Ruff, right. you can load a torpedo at this time.
Yeah.
You can take whatever type of torpedo you want. The A's, you can't see the E's. There's no trail, but they're higher rate of dud.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And you put that, flip it, and then rotate it so 2 is facing on top. Same with you, Chester. And then also -1 of your A's down here, Ruff.
Yeah.
And same with you, Chester. You can only do 1 gesture.
Yep.
You're good there. Tony, you should be a 1 and a 2. Yep. All right. I haven't fired yet. All right. Reload is done. Is anybody firing this turn?
And Tony got to do a second starting a reload, right?
I didn't move myself.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, no, I did. That's rough. I am firing torpedoes.
Right.
So I will place the 2 torpedoes at the proper angle. And I will take a generic 1. Anybody else shooting? Anybody else firing this turn?
No.
Nope.
Okay. There's no damage control. We're back up to the new turn 5, 15. Now, do we want to continue or stop?
This is probably a good spot to stop.
224, maybe it's I don't want to run into problems with Tony not getting out of here because we're in the middle of something.
Well, there we go. So you guys have seen everything but damage control.
I'm afraid of damage control, honestly. After watching it yesterday, I'm like, oh, that scares the living.
Don't forget to save it, Mike. Save our game.
I will right now.
All right. Well, we got some sunk ships. Let's see. Everyone raise your hand that got a sunk ship. Anyone that didn't get a ship?
I'm gonna thumbs down this because Ruff didn't get one.
I hit the thing. It's not my fault they sent me a dud.
Shit.
I
You
would
did.
be sending a wire to German headquarters.
Imagine
Yeah.
that. The Yellow Submarine had a dud.
Please do not. But at least we can sing on the way home.
Yes.
There you go. We all
They're
live.
busy drinking. They don't even know. It's just a big party boat over there.
That's it. Break open the schnapps.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get going, Mike. I will be around. Ruff, Jester, good to see you. I'll be around.
Have a good couple weeks off, Tony.
I will. I will. I
Keep us
appreciate
in the
it.
loop.
Oh, definitely.
Let us
I'll keep in, and I'll probably watch the shows on replay when I get a chance to. So, okay, I'll talk to you later.
Just reminded
Take
me,
care.
is there a wake? There is a wake.
What's he done now? What have we done now?
So this will move to here, and it will get a. It'll move to this guy because I fired this way. He's the closest in the range of firing because I pulled a bad weather binocular for the wake of the torpedo, and
Right.
it'll go back up to 3. Thank you, Jerome.
Brilliant.
Now I'll save again. There we go. Tony still here?
No, Tony's gone.
Okay, I was gonna say bye.
And I'll leave you guys to it because I've got to get ready for the next live stream.
Ooh. All right, Ruff. Thanks for playing.
Doing back live streams.
Are you,
so.
are you having fun with it?
Good grief, yes. Yes. Again, it's great fun playing with real people. You know, it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Do you want to tell us where to go if we want to watch this?
Oh, this is over at Blue Tweezers. We're playing Warfighter Modern over at the Blue Tweezers. Let me just get it up quickly.
Starting in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Hold on.
And don't forget, next Saturday, we got me and Ruff, and then we got 2 subs coming in. Mr. Herman Loopman and Mark Walker are coming in for the show next week, so we're looking forward to that. We're also going to be scheduling a time where Mike is going to come by and teach Fields of Fire to us.
Look forward to that. Yeah.
And since Mike is volunteered his services, and we're not going to let him forget he volunteered. And you can see in the chat here, the live stream, make sure you make it over to Blue Tweezers starting at 3 o'clock for his live stream of, what is it, Warfighter, modern day, right?
Warfighter Modern, saving the elephants
Saving the elephants.
in East Africa. So, but yeah, look forward to Fields of Fire. So thank you, guys. I shall talk
Ruff,
soon. We'll see
Thanks,
you.
buddy. Good job. I mean, if it wasn't for the dud, it would have been a sunk. I know.
Yeah.
it.
And when are we doing part 3?
We will do part 3. We'll schedule it. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Saturday. Thank you. I
Yep.
shall see you soon.
See you, Ruff.
So, yeah, Mike's been kind enough to say that after the live stream, if anyone had any questions, that he would be more than willing to answer them for you guys. So hopefully, if something came up during the game, we tried to bring it up and talk about it a little bit for you guys. But if there's something you were unaware of or had any questions, be sure to mention it. And what I'm going to do, Mike, is I'm actually going to go back to our previous session and look through the comments.
Okay.
Like I know some people had already put questions in there.
Fred over here says he's pre-ordered the game. Thanks, Fred. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. All right. Great session. Pre-ordered. I got it pre-ordered. If you don't have it pre-ordered, where can they find this to pre-order, Mike?
They can get this off the P500 page on the GMT website. This is going to be a GMT published game. And the beautiful thing about the P500 is you don't have to, put up any money up front. They will only charge you when the game is ready to ship. So you don't have that Kickstarter or pay up front and have to wait 2 years to get your game.
All right. Exactly. So I know
Thank you
we've mentioned this, but it looks like it's going to be
Thanks,
a little
Jay.
while before this one actually gets printed, correct?
Yeah, I'm hoping next year sometime. Again, we kind of talked about that on the last live stream. Just depends on how much help. It's an all volunteer army that works on these things, right? I design it, and I have a design team, but that design team doesn't make any money on it. So it's an all volunteer army. So as much as they have time to work on it, we work on it and get it done. So I try to work on as much as I can, and hopefully next year it's pretty far along. I'm really happy with the way that's playing.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing now is to get the rule book done. It is playable off of these up here on the top. You guys saw a bunch of player aids up on top. Those things, it's pretty playable off of those, and I'm trying to make those where you can actually just sit down and play the game off of those things.
We can jump back in there real
Yeah.
quick if you want, Mike.
That's okay. It's just these guys up here, right? There's 4 of them, and this is a pretty big where when the ASW actually attacks you and tries to find you, it's got its own. But for the most part, it's going to be a 4-page fold out. Should be able to play off of
like
that.
a trifold or quad fold or something. Yeah.
It'll be a bifold. It'll be each page. There'll be 4 of them.
All right. So some of the questions that were posted on our previous video. Can a convoy pass over me if I'm submerged?
You can. If you are below periscope depth, it won't affect you. If you are at periscope depth, there's a chance that you could get rammed. And if you're on the surface, there's a chance you'll be rammed by them. It's not a great chance, but there's a slight chance. So you got to be careful. And that happens when either you move into a space with a convoy ship, or during convoy movement, you drift down one. If you drift over one, there's a chance you could get rammed.
All right. Is it possible to draw a big warship, like a battleship, for a special convoy center ship for the center?
I do have special convoys. The center of the ship, the convoy could have a troop transport, which is worth 9 victory points and 9,000 tons. We've also got a couple of large cargo ships at 10,000 tons, arms that are worth 8 victory points, and carrying ammo, which is worth 7 victory points. And then we've got another large one at 10,000 doing the same thing with ammo. So and the way that works is you have to pay to get those when you're setting up with flotilla points that we went over in the first part of this, part 1. You spend the flotilla points and you drop one of those into the bag, randomly drop one of those. So you don't know which one it'll be, and it gets put into the bag, and there's a chance it won't come out at all. But there's a pretty good chance that it will.
Okay.
Nothing's guaranteed in war.
Right, nothing. Right. Next question. Is there victory points for submarines at the end of the mission? Torpedoes at the end of a mission. So I guess what he was asking is, if you don't get as many shots and you don't waste as many torpedoes, do you get any victory points?
No, it's all about sinking tonnage. And again, we talked a little bit about like the victory points. I mean, the experience points. Every 1,000 tons that you sink is an experience point for you. So in the campaign game, when you go back to port, if that submarine makes it back to port, they'll be able to spend those experience points to better the crew or help the flotilla as a whole. And you have to decide on how you want to divvy those points up.
Are there deck guns, and how do they work in the game?
So we have a working 88 on the sub, and right now they are used at the very end, where when ships get damaged, they go to the turn track. So let's say that the
You want to show them on the thing again?
yeah, we could do that. So
Okay.
let's say this guy got damaged, and he would have a damage counter. I'm not going to grab a damage counter, but he would have a damage counter. And let's say it happened here on turn 14, and then Gesture decided to drop out on turn 18.
Okay.
And the rest of us dropped 19, 20, 21. The closest one to the first ship gets to try to find it first. So you'd count 1, 2, 3, 4 away, 4 turns away. You need to roll a 3 or less. And then
Okay.
you would get to find it. You would place yourself on the boat on the ship. And we would do the same thing. Maybe one dropped out here at 3 and I'm at 10. I count them and maybe I find it and I would put myself there. If you find a damaged ship, if you have any loaded torpedoes left, you can fire a torpedo at it and sink it. Or if you have a working deck gun, you can fire that and save the torpedo.
Okay. So if you're out of torpedoes, you still might want to do this because you can use your deck gun.
Absolutely. You want that deck gun.
Unless, of course, it got damaged.
and yeah, exactly. Right. And you can't repair it because it's above the water line, right? It's on the outside of the submarine. So you have to surface to repair it. So yeah, it's an important thing at the end because there can be quite a few damaged ships up here. And this could be the difference between winning and losing in a lot of scenarios, is picking off some of these stragglers.
All right. So question, if you guys have any questions and you're here live with us, be sure to type them in the chat. We'll get you, we'll get Ask Mike the question. I'm just looking through some of the previous questions we had. Is all movement, all the movement is only on the sides? I'm not sure what he means.
Well,
but
remember the last session we were just
probably because we were just on the outside, right?
Right,
yes.
We were doing the approach. That was just approach. That lasts for 10 turns, unless you're stuck up there being chased by a submarine.
The tabletop simulator module. Somebody was asking about that.
We've got one here. Fred's got one. Is there a campaign? Yes. This game is what you're seeing here today is a single mission. You just want to pick up the game and play it, but the game is really designed around a campaign. So if you'll go back, actually, I will switch to my other game and show that to them.
Okay.
So let me load up the other game here, a fresh setup. So Fred, if you look here, we've got a campaign system here. So over here on the left-hand side, we have submarine, the W, X, Y, and Z submarines. Each one of those players has 5 different submarines to use throughout the campaign. You will have the campaign is broken up into 6 different segments, each lasting 3 months, starting in October, December of 41, going through January, March of 43. The very first column here would be October of 41. If we win it, we put a W here, and then we calculate our refit time, which means if we take a lot of damage, it may take 2-3 months for us to get that boat back into service. And while that boat is being, in refit, we would take, W2 out maybe. And then, so we have all these 5 different boats. While boats are being in here getting serviced, we may have an available boat to take out on a new patrol when we do the next one. So there's 3 patrols per segment. And you got to win 2 of the 3 to win the segment. You got to win 4 of the 6 segments to win the campaign. So that's how winning and losing the campaign works. And then we have a big experience track here for your crew. So in the campaign game, every 1,000 tons of ship tonnage that you sink is worth a point. If your submarine returns to base, it's worth 15 points. If you have to scuttle your submarine, crew returns to base, you get 10. A successful mission gives you 10, and a draw, there's no more draws. That needs to be taken out of there. If you fail, it's going to be 0. We have different crew positions on the boat that go this way. This up here is the captain. The captain can spend 10 experience points, and then you have 5 different boats. So if I'm the W boat, or I was the X boat now, I'm the X boat. I have X1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I spend it on number 1, I put a circle around it, and boat number 1 of X has this perk, which I can do 2 TDCs, which means I can put TDCs on 2 different targets during the same turn. And then if I spend 15 more on that same guy, so I did it on 1, if I do it on 1 again, I can do 3 different targets. And then 20 experience points after I get this one would give me a +1 to my TDC calculation. And then here, if I've done this one, of course, if I don't do this one doesn't come available. But you get 2 pulls for evade, or 2 pulls for TDCs, and you take the best result.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
and it's the same thing for the first watch officer. He's exactly the same as this, because if an officer goes down, gets incapacitated, heavy wounds, then he can't operate. He can't perform his duties anymore. So it goes to the next subordinate, which is here. So he promotes to be the captain, the first watch officer. And he's the same. But the second watch officer, again, if these are both out, then the second watch has to come up here. And he can do TDCs here at the very beginning, but it also splinters off, and he's also the medic. And he can start to heal wounds. So if you've got this one, you can do only light wounds on an 8, 9, or 10. You get this one, you can do light wounds on a 6 through 10.
Yeah.
And if you're down here, it's medium wounds.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or you could be up here, light wounds at a 4+. Right. And then 2 levels of healing, or -1 to your heal roll. So, yeah, there's so that's how that one works. And then this one is your chief engineer. Again, he's promotable. If everybody's out, then he could become the captain. After that, you have to disengage. If you run out of all those guys, what he does is once you get his first here, he's allowed to go to a location to help a repair attempt. And then down here these are the different crew sections. And remember, the crew sections are right here: bow, mid, and stern. These are, all the crew in those different sections. And what they will do is, when you promote the crew experience, so on boat 1, I get a +1 to my repair roll if the engineer is there, which means the engineer has to have this to be able to be located there. And then here he can go to 2 locations in 1 turn to repair. And here he's +2 with the engineer, but not fire. Okay, he can't do fire yet, help with the fire. And then 3 locations, and then we've got reload time and -1 to fire rolls. And so that's kind of how that works. And then we have our submarine refit times, depending on how much damage you have, how many months you have to take off. You can spend flotilla points to speed that up. And then you have crew recovery, light, medium wounds will add time, or you can do crew replacements. You can get rid of them, start them over from 0, get rid of all their experience, and you can put to sea quicker.
All right, another question by Jay here. Will there be special missions like hunting or encountering big allied battleships, dropping off agents? Can I receive a Knight's Cross for sinking big ships or performing extraordinarily good in a mission?
Well, I'm zoomed in really close on my game right now. The name of the game.
sorry.
The name of the game is North Atlantic Convoy Struggles. So the answer to that question is no at this point. But you can get Knights Cross by sinking tonnage. So there'll be a whole list of all your promotions that you can get by sinking tonnage. And
this game is more about the cooperative experience and getting your fellow players together and hunting together and progressing through a campaign, right?
Yeah, yes. My goal in the design of this game is to have the player feel like they are aboard a German U-boat during the time. I find like when you hunt like a battleship, the battleship has no way to defend itself. And generally, they snuck in a harbor and just sunk them. There's really not much of a tactical game there. It's a bit of storytelling, but that's not what this game is. This is a tactical game of maneuver, avoid being detected, avoid being attacked. So yeah, that's what I'm going for here.
Jerome says so. No special missions, but be awarded by your performance. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's what's so important about those tonnage, right? And that's what get people to attack the same. The guy pops up with a really big target. Everybody wants to shoot at it because it's worth a lot of worth a lot of experience points, and you get to 100,000 tons. You keep a running total of all the tons for all your boats. And then you start getting Knights Crosses and Oak Leaves and, all the promotions that come along with it. And I'm thinking about when you get to certain ones of those, it'll give you a bonus in choosing a skill and, stuff like that.
Right.
Absolutely. But I'm always open. If somebody has a really cool idea of, how something like that would work, I'm always willing to take any kind of advice. Just feel free to. Anybody can always just talk to me about game design and say, hey, what about this? And I always listen. I always, take it under consideration and ponder. And a lot of times I get really good ideas from people. So always feel free to approach me about any ideas that you guys might have.
Yeah, Jay, you might want to send him that question there. We're gonna wrap things up, and do appreciate Mike coming out here and giving us part 2. Of course, we're gonna have to have part 3 now so we can finish up our mission.
That way.
We ran into a little scheduling thing with Tony and Ruff today, but maybe next weekend or whatever, we'll have to let you guys know once we can get with the guys and find out when we can come back and get it together. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's, for me, it's right up my alley for what I like. Tactical. I'm a tactical guy, so tactical submarine combat, which is not a lot of games that have tactical submarine combat, is right up my alley. So I'm really looking forward to this, and appreciate Mike coming out.
You guys are doing really good. I think it'll speed up. You guys all of the mechanics now. We're starting to all do things simultaneously. So game time's really going to speed up now.
You can see just, the progress of, okay, you got to show us how to do it. The next turn, we're all going, okay, I know what I'm doing. And you can see that this game can go really quickly.
And if everybody knows the game and they're, helping out and doing, especially live, I mean, you play it, on tabletop, it's about a 4-hour game. You can really move through it pretty quick. Sometimes even quicker than that. Especially it depends on what happens in that first 10 turns, right? If nothing really happens on that first 10 turns, it can go really quick.
Right. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for some more action. Next time we can get together, we are in the process of sinking some ships. Great fun. Thanks to Mike for coming out. Thanks for all of the viewers to come out. If you have any questions, hold them until next time. hopefully we'll be together next weekend. We'll see everyone then. Till then, take care, guys.
Hey, guys.